Hello, this is Zheyan Chen, and my final project is about statewide COVID cases and vaccination analysis. Let's get started. So first about my project description, essentially my final project is delivering a user interactive application for exploring relationship between statewide COVID case and different levels of vaccination status. So before I did this project, I have several questions on my mind. Like I was curious about how to quantify the effect of vaccination on COVID cases. Like, could we use some rudimentary and basic machine learning model to get like to quantify the effect of the vaccination? And I am also curious about how does vaccination differ by between each other. Let's say, how does one dosage uh, perform with respect to full dosage and even a vaccination booster? And I would like to know, like, among 51 states, what's the median vaccination dosage? So, in order to solve those questions, I I start to have two web scrapers and one API fetch. So basically, from the graph on the right, uh, you can you guys could see that my web scraper one uh, is fetching HTML data from usnews.com. So basically, what I get is statewide population and statewide total COVID cases. And I use a hard-coded dictionary to convert state names to state abbreviations because my hospital COVID tracking API only accept state abbreviations. Starting from there, I fit in I hard code and use 52 different URLs to have access to statewide hospital COVID tracking information. And I also have a web scraper B, which is going to fetch data from usfacts.org to get statewide vaccination information. And after getting those two data sets, I do an inner join to get a new data set containing statewide vaccination and COVID case information. Um, and also I plan in terms of the analysis, I perform three hypothesis testing via linear regression. As you can see, my first null hypothesis is assuming that the first dosage of vaccination has no effect on the state's average COVID case. And my second null hypothesis is about the full dosage vaccination has no effect on state's average COVID case, as well as the third is about the COVID booster. In order to test the effect of the hypothesis testing, I use p-value. And in terms of the linear regression, I do split the merged data set into train and test set in order to prevent data leak. And here's the result. As you can see, all three features have pretty decent p-values, which is less than 0.05, which means they are all statistically significant. And as you can see from the coefficient column, booster has more effect on preventing the COVID case. The second place is for the full vaccination, then followed by the first dosage. And some drawbacks to consider is actually linear regression assumes no interaction effect among features. However, as you may figure that the booster and full dosage and even first dosage are intercorrelated, which makes it not an ideal linear regression setup, and I need to consider more features. And in the future, I might want to increase, have more data observations to reduce variance, such as break down state-wise into state county-wise data set. Thanks for listening.